This is definitely something that a number of regions in the province have been asking for and waiting for. And in my opinion, I think the idea of a growth management organization or board or agency is an excellent way of dealing with this. It signals an optimism in Alberta. It gives us a working model from which to make arrangements about growth and to develop some dispute resolution mechanisms. Just for people that aren't aware of what's happening here, you know, we end up with a city or a town that ends up with a number of others that sort of start to cluster around the edge of it. So in the case of Edmonton, we have places like Sherwood Park and Fort Saskatchewan, but also the municipal district and the counties that are out there, like Strathcona County and Parkland County. We've got the town of Devon, or the city of Devon. We have St. Albert. So how do we develop a mechanism by which Edmonton can talk to those different groups about what kind of growth is going to happen, and even more interestingly, talk about shared services like bus connections or you know, buses that are going to bring people from those centres into Edmonton and back out again. So there's lots of opportunity there for cooperation, for growth, for great planning. But you can also see where the disputes happen. Lots of good reasons to have this bill. Now, okay, why are people so unhappy with this? And if I can just take a quick stab at this, Mr. Speaker, I think what has gone wrong here, and certainly where I am very, very unhappy, is on the Section 4, which is this validation of regulations. Now, we came to this place in time, having a bill in front of us now as compared to last session or 2 sessions from now. I suspect because the government is in court being sued by one of the Parkland. And there's a second one that I can't remember. Maybe it's already been resolved through the court process. So what they were doing is saying that the regulation really didn't have effect, and therefore any decisions made by the regional board were null and void, and so nothing should happen to Parkland. So now we get a bill that says, despite any decision of a court to the contrary made before or after the coming into force of this section, and then it goes through and basically says, whatever we've done under the regulation or under this Act is validated and declared for all purposes to have been validly made as of the date on which the regulation was made. So not only is we don't care what the court says, we're going to put it into the legislation, and then it's going to be what we want in the legislation, but we're also going to backdate it to when the regulation was in place. Yowza, talk about the powers of God. Like, holy mackerel, they can turn back time and all kinds of things. So once again, we see a government that rather than devolving, as they say, man, I wish, I'm just at the point now where if the government says transparent, I can feel this huge black cloud of obfuscation descending, because when they say it, it means exactly the opposite. It means they're going to do totally the opposite thing. When they say accountable, it means no accountability. When they say transparent, darkness. This is showing once again that this government doesn't respect municipalities. It still sees them as the children of the province, and that is so wrong. Thank you.